This is actually a really fun question. I'm very excited about it. The core idea around how I build this game and this system has been flexible, adaptable, accessible, which is much harder for me, but in theory will make it much easier for the players. See, I've built multiple rule sets. I've built core rules that are a little harder, and people who've played for a while should and understand the basics of role-playing mechanics in game can play. It makes it juicier for them, it makes it more interesting and more intricate. But I've also come up with a simplified set of rules that in theory should be available for any age range, especially if they have someone there to kind of hold their hand. I will be adding to this as I go, and I'm fine tuning it as we speak. The actual core mechanics are better in place than the alternate mechanics, but the alternate mechanics are going to employ things like Oracle decks and Tarot decks, both of which have a place in the core mechanics as well. So it's not like you're buying an extra thing just to, you know, just to bring in new players. I want the variety of this and the way you play the game to be the way you want to play the game. If that means you want to play with younger players, I want to make that accessible for you. If that means you want to play with old seasoned hands who want every single thing to be crunchy as hell, great, I have that for you too. The rules of Magic in my world differ from type to type. I've never understood a fantasy mentality where you have to have only one type of Magic, one rule, one price of Magic. No, people are different, people are unique. The Magic is allowed to be too. And with that in mind, so is role-playing. So long as everyone at the table agrees on how they're playing it, if I can find a way to make it work where certain players can play with the simplified rule set and still enjoy at the same level as the advanced players and rule set, that would be a huge win in my book. It's going to take a lot of testing to get there, though. I might be able to manage that. But if not, I have variety of rule set options so that if you want to play an easier version of the game, you can for younger players. And if you want to play a harder version of the game, you can play the common, just base mechanics. So yeah.